Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. Yes, I'm a hot sticky mess today and I proper need to get this sorted out. But yeah, really nice day outside. Not too warm, just warm enough. Warm enough to make me sweat anyway. So I thought, why don't I pick up a couple of beers and do one or two beer reviews. And today's a beer that I've never actually seen before. And it's one of those things where the label drew me to this beer. Now, I've not done too much research. In fact, I really couldn't even find it. You know, it's like the first page of a Google search, so it's probably on the next page. But like a rate beer or beer advocate score for this beer. Like I said, didn't want to spend too much time looking this beer up. And yeah, it's from a brewery that I'm not really too familiar with either. The brewery in question is Privatbrauerei Scherdel or Scherdel, which is a Bavarian brewery here in Germany, obviously. And this is the Zoigl unfiltriert. So it's an unfiltered, I'm guessing more along the lines of like a Keller beer. I'm not too sure actually. I'd attempt to read the writing on the back, but it's actually in a font that it's a little bit hard to read. But I'm sure I'll find some more information that I'll put down below. And yeah, I'll see if it is indeed a Keller beer. But the fact that it's like an unfiltered one, it kind of... Because I don't think it's a wheat beer by any stretch. So yeah, I'm not really too sure actually. Apparently this has Spanish ingredients on there as well, so apparently it's exported to Spain, or I think that's Spanish. Malto de Orzo. I'm really not too sure. Shows you how ignorant I am. But yeah, really like the style of this. It's all faded, but it's got that vintage yet somewhat contemporary look about it. Absolutely adore the typography throughout. Even the back has some really nice typography. You've got a nice label on the neck, and there's a nice crown as well, so that's definitely going in the collection. I might even keep the label as well, because I really like that design. Now this is clocking in at 5.2%, so not too heavy of a hitter. And again, I think it's more just like an unfiltered Helles or a Keller beer, maybe land beer, that sort of thing. We'll find out. Let's see if I can identify it. I can't talk properly today, guys. So not too much in terms of can and smoke. Haven't had this in the fridge for too long, even though it's a relatively warm day. It could have maybe been a little bit more chilled. I don't know, but let's see what it tastes like. Just using my wheat beer glass, just because it's easier to pour in there. And it's got a really nice toasty golden colour already, which I approve of. Pouring really nicely as well. Got some nice activity going on in the glass. And give that a little bit of a shake. But beer in a glass, and it is relatively hazy. You can definitely tell it's unfiltered. But yeah, it's got like a nice orangey, rusty marmalade sort of look to it. Nice amount of bubbles in there. Poured with a nice foamy white head. And let's mix it up and pour the rest in. See if that changes it by much. Don't think so. Yeah, it's a little bit more cloudy actually. But yeah, can't really see too much sediment in there. Maybe 2 or 3 flecks. Some nice bubbles on the bottom of the glass. Nice bubbles going up to the top of the glass. And yeah, it looks like a nice beer. I do like my unfiltered beers because you can get so much flavour in there. I mean, yeah, I do like my filtered beers as well. I like it. Even though I've never tried like the crystal wheat beers. Maybe at some point I will. Anyway, let's give this a sniff. It's got that like malty, sickly sweet sort of dankness to it, like you would pick up with a Keller beer. There's like a fruitiness on the back note, like a citrusy sort of fermented aroma. But on the front you've got like damp malt sort of presence. There's a breadiness there as well. I could definitely pick up like a yeastiness also there. But yeah, it smells nice actually. It does have somewhat wheat beer aromas to it, but I don't think this is a wheat beer at all. I could be completely wrong. Anyway, it's a nice smelling beer, not too pungent but not too subtle. A nice balance of the two, a nice in between. And yeah, let's hope it tastes as nice as it smells. Cheers. First thing I get almost is like a candied sort of orange flavour. It's not to the point where it's like really fruity and juicy, but you get that slight orangey zing there. The malts are nice as well. Got a slight toastiness to it, not too sweet though, not too savoury. I know I say those words a lot when it comes to describing malts and stuff. But yeah, I'm picking up like a slight like citrusy sort of vibe as well. Almost reminded me of when this sort of citrus, sort of lemony sort of flavour. Not like a juicy lemon, but like the stuff that you put on like fried like schnitzel, that sort of thing. It's got that characteristic there. And it's actually got quite a heavy body too. A little bit heavy on the stomach, so it could be a wheat beer, but I'm not picking up those like banana bready sort of vibes. Let me have another taste. There is a slight like rye bread sort of flavour there, but it works really nicely. I don't really think it matches the weather outside. This does have that like autumnal sort of vibe to it. Probably a lot more chilled. It would be easier to drink and more crisp and refreshing, but it's not too heavy either. But it is more of something you'd have when it comes to the autumn months. Not too much for spring beer, but I'm not going to hold that against it, because you know that plays no part in a beer unless it states that it's like, oh, it's a summer IPA or like a spring pale ale, that sort of thing. It doesn't give you any false illusions or anything like that. Who the hell's used false illusions in a beer review before? But it's a nice flavourful beer. It's got a nice dry bitterness on the back note, so you want to take another sip, but you don't want to like swig it down because it has got a heaviness to it. But yeah, that's an intriguing little beer actually. I really don't know what else to say about it. This is a terrible review. I'm pretty sure you will agree. Of course, I will do a little bit of research before I get to uploading a video, so any reference material will be found down below, as well as any other English language reviews that I find of this beer. But it's a good solid beer. I'm definitely going to enjoy drinking the rest. Yeah, not too exciting, not too flavourful. It's slightly robust, got a nice heavyish body, not too heavy. And yeah, very pleasant beer indeed. So I think out of 10, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. If you've tried this beer, let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you want to find out more about the beer, links will be down below. Check out my German beer playlist in the description box. Follow me on Instagram if you're on there. Subscribe for more beer reviews, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.